Hello from Hollywood. My name is Anthony Boyer. I've been a talent agent in Los Angeles for over 15 years, and today I thought I would talk about what a talent agent looks for in a client. This is a question I get asked probably more than any other question. When I do a showcase, when I do a workshop, anytime I do any sort of a Q&A, someone inevitably is going to ask me, what do you look for in a client? And I'm sad to say, it's a very difficult question to answer because I'm looking for something different in everybody. But there are definitely some hallmarks that I'm looking for, and I believe many of my colleagues are looking for as well. And that starts with professionalism. So what does professionalism look like for an actor? It means showing up on time. It means communicating reliably. It means making sure that you're prepared. And so when we take a meeting with you, for instance, I want to see that you're on time. I want to see that you're communicating effectively. I want to see that you understand the market, you understand what's happening, because at the end of the day, what I'm going to do if I sign you is I'm going to send you on auditions. And when you go on these auditions, I need to make sure that you're prepared. I need to make sure that you know how to communicate with people in the industry. And I need to make sure that you're going to be on time because, as we've talked about, time is money, and it's a lot of money. So we need to make sure that when you make an obligation, when you say you're going to do something, you do it. The other thing I'm looking for when I'm evaluating new talent is talent. I want to make sure that you're good at your job. I always say I want to fall in love. And what I mean by that is I want to see your genius. I want to see what makes you unique, what makes your brand of storytelling potent. Because ultimately, when I go to casting directors and when I try to pitch you, that's what I need to pitch is the essence of your talent. I need to know, that you're in training, for instance, or that you understand who you are and that you're not just trying to do it right. There are a lot of very talented people in this business. I think people lose sight of that. They think that the most talented person is going to book the job. It's not that way at all. It's really like, who is the best at presenting what they do the way that they do it, and is that a match for the material? Number 3 thing I'm looking for is marketability. Yes, I'm sorry, this is where I commodify you as an actor. The truth of the matter is, this is a marketplace and I need to sell a product. Whether we like it or not, show business is in fact a business. And it's very important that you have unique selling points. The same way if you were to bring a soda onto the market, it needs to do something to crack the market share of Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola. It needs to bring something unique to the market. You can't just put out another cola and hope that it's going to topple these two giants. And in Los Angeles, the acting scene really are the giants of our industry. So you're going up against the best of the best. What makes you stand out? What makes you unique? What makes you able to tell stories in a way that is different than the existing clientele tell stories? This also comes down to your materials. Do you have the materials to be marketable? Am I able to pitch your current headshots? Is your resume in shape? Do you have good footage? This is all really important. Now, if you don't have those things, that's not to say that you can't sign with somebody. Certainly some people will bring you on and help you develop that side, but it helps, certainly. And it's something that we're always evaluating. How much bandwidth do I have to help this person build out this part of their business while we focus on other parts of their business? So it's something to think about when you come into a meeting. Really put your best foot forward. Know where you fit in the marketplace. Have done some research. Know some casting directors. Know what series you think you're right for. Maybe have some actors that you think you're similar to. Make sure your materials are on point. If you have industry connections, if you have experience, make sure that you're vocalizing that and that you're presenting it effectively, because that's really, at the end of the day, what an agent is to do, is we're going to pitch your materials to the marketplace. The next thing I look for in a client is work ethic. I mentioned a minute ago that the baseline in this industry is talent. Everyone that you meet, everyone you audition against is talented. Work ethic really puts people ahead of the game. It separates a lot of my actors from a lot of my less working actors, for instance. It's really important that you be committed to this business if you want an agent or a talent manager to bring you on, because we're going to be putting in many hours trying to get you work. So we want to make sure that you're consistent and that you're dedicated, that you have a willingness to improve, that you are resilient. Can be a very difficult industry. And I think being able to put your nose to the proverbial grindstone and just show up to work every single day that you're asked to is absolutely vital. The next thing I look for is really just business savvy. By that, I mean understanding the business side of acting. Now, this is something that there is some give and take for sure. Obviously, if you bring on an agent, you're hoping that they will handle a lot of the business side. But it also does tie into making sure that you understand the business itself, that you're doing your market research by watching shows, that you're paying attention to who casting directors are on the shows you like, who casting directors are that already like you, that you're paying attention to the sort of the ins and outs, and that you are treating this as a business. You're doing your networking, you're doing your market research. That you're setting realistic expectations, but also that you have a solid long-term vision for the brand and the career you're trying to build. These are really important things to me specifically, and to many agents, where we want to make sure that you're going to be in the driver's seat of your career, because we can't really do that for you. We can take a lot of the load off of your shoulders as far as the business side goes, but ultimately you have to be driving the car. Have a good idea of what's out there, of who you want to work with, who you've already worked with, and just know that the more you sort of work those skills, the better you'll come across in a meeting with an agent. So again, I'm looking for professionalism, talent, marketability, work ethic, and business savvy. Those are really the overarching qualities that I want in an actor, and that many agents and talent managers want in the actors that they sign. Some people are going to be a little stronger in one area, others are going to be a little stronger in another area, but those are the 5 things I'm really looking for. So if you got value out of this video, please click that thumbs up button, click subscribe and the notification bell. That way you get alerted every time we put out a new video. Thanks so much for watching.